Shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Horakakudash Barakdam. I just woke up and a little snippet of a dream came to mind. I wanted to share. Please excuse my voice shaking So in this dream, there was this like barn, like a horse stables, like a barn with a lot of horse compartments on each side, and there was some ruckus happening outside, a lot of commotion going on, and there was some people in there, and we heard like the doors busting, so we hid, and some troops was in there, and there was these 3 troops that grabbed me, and they were taking me inside a horse stable, like a little room, and I know they was gonna rape me, and I was yelling and kicking and screaming because I wasn't okay with that. Obviously, I was kicking and screaming. I was saying, no, Yahweh, help me. Yahweh, Bashem, help me. And next thing you know, Salakia. Next thing you know, a brother from a GMS camp showed up, and I don't want to say who, because I'm kind of shy. I don't know. I'm kind of bashful about it, so I'm gonna just say Nakim from a GMS camp showed up. Kid you not? He beat them all up like nothing. And right outside the little room, he was just standing there, and he just put his hand down like this, like trying to get me out of that room. And I just ran up on him, and I just hugged him. I said, the water Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The water Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And he was just smiling. And he said, Call Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Bashem Rakakudash. When he was beating all of them up, it was like nothing. It was like nothing. I don't know. It just looked very like nothing. Superpowers are coming. I just wanted to share just a little quick dream. Thought it was spiritual.
Shalom. Call Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the men that I learned this truth from. Start with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Barakadam, to the hopefully elect, and just a response to This woman that had a dream. I guess she's a follower. After she believes in this truth. Apparently, But yeah, man, you heard it, man. Sister had a dream about basically being delivered, man. She explained to how she was about to get raped, man. She was about to get ravished, like the scriptures talk about how women and children, man, they're gonna be getting ravished. During Jacob's trouble, man. And again, being that she was delivered by a man of the Lord. And as she stated, it was a brother from one of the GMS camps. She didn't want to put the brother out there, put his name out there, But nevertheless, man, she explained how, this brother, whoever he is, was pretty much tore these troops to pieces, man, like they were nothing. Like she said, man, she whooped all these troops like they were nothing, and that's pretty much going into the spiritual power, because when Esau makes his move and he comes down with that great wrath, all right, I mean, when you look at it, being that Esau, his blessing being the sword. That just goes into instruments of destruction, But with the type of power that they've got, man, and the power that they're getting ready to come against us with, all right, it would only make sense that the Lord would lift up a standard, and because brothers are gonna be getting those spiritual powers, man. So again, because it only makes sense, this brother, whoever he is, he tore these troops up like they were nothing, probably some martial arts or something, I don't know, but nevertheless, man, her testimony of this dream that she had, all right, this is pretty much going to be the case for a lot of women, because for the most part, man, despite what's taught in this society today, that a woman she don't need a man, right? She can do battle by herself, right? Well, I mean, that's a reproach, all right? No, that's a false fable, all right? Because in fact, a woman, she's definitely going to need a man in these days, the times that we're coming into, especially in Jacob's trouble. Get that real quick. Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1, it says, in that day 7 women, and 7 just represents completion. So a complete amount of women are going to be grabbing hold of clinging onto a man for protection, because of how bad it's going to get. It says, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by that name, to take away our reproach. All right, and that reproach, man, this reproach, again, a lot of these women, they wholeheartedly believe that they don't need a man, when in fact the Lord is going to show a lot of these women, in fact, you do need a man, because for one, he's going to be your ticket to salvation. All right, and I mean, because this stuff is talked about now, it's preached now and whatnot. But of course, being that we're still in Esau's kingdom, and women, they still have rights or whatever, they get all these little benefits or whatnot. All right, but again, when the Lord takes all that away and shakes this place up, all right, that's when these women are gonna realize, like, shit, I do need a man, and for a lot of these women, for the most part, by the time they realize that, it's going to be too late for them. All right. But there is a small remnant of women that, the Lord is going to preserve and save. All right. And eventually save them to a man of the Lord. Like this woman described in her video, where was I at? I was Isaiah 13:12. Isaiah 13:12. It says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right, because again, being the times that we're coming into, all right, you know, a man that possesses this truth, all right, because put it like this, man, the high value men of this society, all right, aren't necessarily real high value men. A man that possesses this truth they're the real high value men, all right. And again, you know, the world is going to come to find that out very soon, you know, very shortly, all right, because like I said, you know, by the definition of this world, this society, you know, a high value man is considered a man that makes a certain amount of money or whatever the case may be. But again, you know, the many precepts, it talks about how pretty much a man that possesses this wisdom, all right, he's the real high value man, all right. Slakia, let me. Slacky, I'm just trying to park so I can focus on doing this lesson. All right, but again, nevertheless, like I was saying, all right, a real high value man is a man that possesses this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, which is a very select few. You know, it's a very small number. All right, you know, and it being that you know, when that time comes, all right, because the scriptures talk about when that time comes, it's going to be made known who the men of the Lord are. It's going to be made known who the Lord is dealing with. All right, you know, because I'll say like part of the perks of you know, being a man of the Lord is getting those spiritual powers, man. You know, because like I said, certain brothers are going to be receiving spiritual powers, man, and doing incredible things. All right, you know. Slack. But yeah, man, you know, a real high value man, all right, again, a man that possesses his truth, all right. These fools don't know how to drive. Bear with me, please. Come on. Really trying to find a place to park. But these fools don't know how to drive, man. And I guarantee you that majority of these drivers, man, they're women. Look at this idiot driving on the wrong side of the road. I bet you it's a woman, you know. That's why women don't need to be driving, man. But never look at this shit, man. This shit is ridiculous. Slakia, y'all, man. Just bear with me. Let me go ahead and park, man. But yeah, let me read this again. Isaiah 13:12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right, and you know, being that gold is it's an element that you just can't, you're not just gonna stumble across, you know, rare gold. You know, typically to find these these type of precious metals, you know, you have to go to a certain part of the earth and, you know, do all type of digging or whatnot. All right, well, it's going to be the same for a man of the Lord. A man of the Lord is it's just not going to be a common thing to run into a man of the Lord, right? Because again, with that comes protection. Well, I'm not going to say salvation, because salvation comes through Yahweh Shemel Shai, you know. Well, because like I said, I'll say this, you know, for a woman, you know, that's going to be her ticket to salvation, is through a man of the Lord, you know. And when that day comes and all hell is breaking loose out here, and things are you know, just really bad, all right, you know, that's when a lot of majority of these women, they're gonna you know, seek a man of the Lord to take away her reproach. All right, this whole attitude of being independent and doing bad by herself and all that shit is going to go down the drain. All right, you know, this is an illusion, a false narrative, a false dream that is taught in the society, that a woman, she doesn't need a man. When again, a woman does in fact need a man, and she's gonna find that out, especially when all hell starts breaking loose out here. All right, you know, Isaiah 32:2. All right, especially when these men, you know, they get this they get these spiritual powers. Isaiah 32:2 says, a man shall be as in hiding place from the wind, in a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. Now, imagine walking in the desert for some days, no food, no water, no nothing. And then you stumble across a body of water. You're going to cherish that, man. You're probably not going to leave that site, man. And that's how it is. That's how it's going to be during Jacob's trouble, and all hell's breaking loose. That man, all right, a man of the Lord is going to be like that body of water in the middle of the desert. Again, being that you haven't eaten, drinking anything for some days. All right. That's how being with the man of the Lord is going to be when all hell breaks loose. All right. Because again, he's going to be your protection, because, say it like this, man, the scriptures talk about how women, matter of fact, I should have it saved up. Women are a possession, man, Yep. Let me get it in Sirach 36:24. It says, he that getteth a wife, which wife just means woman, all right, says, beginneth a possession, and a help like unto himself, in a pillow of rest. All right. But basically, again, having a wife, man, it's like having a possession, a helpmeet. All right. But again, being that these women are so, what's the word I'm looking for? They're so puffed up. All right. They actually think they're equal to men. All right. And like I said, because reality is soon going to hit that you're not equal to a man. All right. Let me say this, because when that day comes, all right, women are going to revert back to their natural place and being a possession. All right. Because again, best believe, man, they're not going to have this whole attitude of, Miss Independent when, they got 100 troops surrounding them, getting ready to ravage them. All right. You best believe she's not going to have that attitude. All right. And even more so when a man comes, like this sister, like she mentioned in her dream, she's about to get raped, and, a man of the Lord came through and saved her. I mean, you could just imagine the what type of, because like I said, man, women, they're going to revert back to their natural state and being possession, being quiet. All right. Being submissive and being a helpmeet, because that's what they were created for, But again, man, because like I always say, man, the Lord is about to do some serious humbling. Great humbling is getting ready to take place. All right, and you're already starting to see that now, like with this Jake woman that she had the Gorilla Glue in her hair and shit, right? Got all fucked up and whatnot, right? A lot of these women, because like when you look back in last year, 2020. The majority of the people, there was articles that came out that a majority of the people that lost their jobs were women. And this is why a lot of these women are turning to OnlyFans and shit, right? But again, because the Lord's going to do away with all that. And these women, they're going to be pretty much turned into nothing, man. Scriptures talk about how pretty much, all that glamour, all that shit, man, it's going to be done away with. All right. They're women, man. These women are about to be seriously humbled. All right. And for the most part, man, a lot of women are starting to see it. This is why a lot of women, man, they're starting to, seek, they're starting to seek a husband. They're trying to get into relationships and whatnot. But like I said, man, because for the most part, man, a lot of these women, when they really find out, it's going to be too late for them. A lot of these women, man, they're all ran through and they got multiple children by multiple baby daddies or whatnot. I mean, they're finished. But like I said, there is going to be a select few that actually, they get delivered. Somehow, some way, the Lord is going to make it out to where they, get to a man of the Lord. Because for one thing, it's the thing about predestination. All right. So if you weren't predestined from the beginning, then you don't have no chance. All right. But yeah, man, like I was saying, going back to this precept, man, Ecclesiasticus 36:24, women, they're going back to their natural state and being a possession, being quiet, humble, submissive. All right. Especially when the Lord starts shaking this place up, you know. But yeah, man, the real high value men are men that possess this truth, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right. And that's going to be coming across the man of the Lord, man. That's going to be a rare commodity, man. That's going to be a rare treasure, like the scripture say, man. Because the scriptures compare this truth to a treasure hidden in the field. All right, and again, a man that possesses this truth, man, he's going to be a treasure to any woman that comes across a man of the Lord, you know. Because also on another note, man, just like going back to Isaiah 4:1, when it talks about 7 women taking hold of one man, right? That don't mean a man is gonna just take anything, all right? Because the Lord is gonna have a certain spirit on his men to be able to discern, right? And pretty much pick out the pretty much the real from the fake, man. All right. Because even when that time comes, a lot of these women, they're going to be playing around. All right, that spirit of Lot's wife is going to be on a lot of these women, right? And the men of the Lord are going to be able to discern these things, right? Because again, when that time comes, man, the men are going to be able to, they're going to be doing all the picking and choosing, all right? Just like in today's society, man, these women, they have all these options and whatnot, right? Well, like I always say, man, the script is going to flip on a major scale, all right? And when Isaiah 4:1 comes around, the men, they're going to be doing all the picking and choosing, all right? Because like I said, just because a woman comes up to a man doesn't mean he's going to accept her, right? But to show how bad it's going to get, because then when going back to Isaiah 4:1, right, it talks about let me go back to it real quick, because in different versions of the Bible, it says, let me read it real quick. Isaiah 4:1, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. So because like I was saying, in other versions, right, where it says take hold, right, other versions it goes into it says different things. Like one version, it'll say seize, like 7 women will seize one man. Because again, just to show you how bad things are going to get, man. Women, they're going to be flocking to. It's not going to be just like are you a man of the Lord? Can you? No, these women, man, they're going to be damn nearly friggin' clinging on to a man of the Lord, man. They're going to friggin' because like I said, other versions of the Bible, it says other things. It says other things. I believe another version of the Bible, it says grab hold, or something along that nature, right? Women are going to be damn nearly raping men during that day, during that time, in desperation for protection, for that protection, all right? Because that's how bad it's going to get, Where's that at? Psalms 110, I think. All right, because again, another thing that's taught, right? The great millstone doctrine is brothers are going to be getting that spiritual power, all right? And when that day comes, Psalms 110, verse 3 says, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb of the morning thou hast the dew of heaven." All right, but basically, all right. When it says thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, all right. And again, when that day comes and brothers do get spiritual powers, that's when people are gonna believe. That's when people are gonna flock to the truth, and even more so these women, all right, because the scriptures talk about how men are gonna be, just the average man is gonna be bitch made. The average male out there is gonna be, the scriptures say, they're gonna be travailing like a woman. So if you have the average man travailing like a woman, how much more these women, all right? And even more so when brothers get these spiritual powers, how much more are they going to be flocking to the men of the Lord then? Had this last one, and I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Let me just go to it. Jeremiah 9:20. All right, because one thing, man, the Lord is no respecter of persons. All right, I've been paying attention a lot on the news lately, man. A lot of these young teens, man, these young kids. All right, because like it says in I believe it's 2nd Ezra 5:8. It talks about how when you read the latter part of that verse, it talks about how menstruous woman shall bring forth monsters. All right, and that's exactly, man, these little bastard children, man, they're fucking monsters, man. You know, they're degenerates. You know, and you know, just paying attention to what's going on in the news, man. A lot of these kids are getting fucked up, man. The Lord is jacking these young teens up, man. You know, because the Lord's He's no respecter of persons, man. You know, men, women, children, everyone's gonna be, you know, pretty much, so to say, catching these hands from Yahweh Shemel Shai. Everyone's gonna get it, you know. But that's, you know, another topic. You know, because, you know, naturally, in the society, man, you see a woman, you know, let's see, you see a man hit a woman in society, man. You know, you got all these simp males, you know, come around and, you know, attack that man or whatever the case may be, because naturally, you know, in this society, when, you know, for the most part, man, these women, they're pretty much, you know, always play the victim card. You know, everything's catered towards women in the society. But again, you know, when that day comes, man, ain't nobody's gonna give a shit about these women. All right, it's gonna be a dog eat dog world, and everyone for themselves in this world. All right, you know, because like I said, women, they're gonna become commodities, man. They're gonna be like I read before in Sirach 36. All right, they're gonna revert back to their natural possession, or they're gonna revert back to their natural state and be in a possession. All right, they're gonna be traded and sold. All right, treated like what's the scripture say? The mire of the streets. All right, you know, because women, you know, for the most part, man, they're not but a possession, and it's not to, you know, down women or anything, but that's just, I mean, that's just how the Lord, that's just what it is, you know. But let me get this in Jeremiah 9:20 says, "Yet hear the word of Yahweh, O ye women, and let your ear receive the word of his mouth, and teach your daughters wailing, and everyone her neighbor lamentation," because this is what's coming. All right, for a lot of these women, all right, lamentation. It says, "For death is come up into our windows and is entered into our palaces to cut off the children from without and the young men from the streets." All right. But nevertheless, man, the Lord's, well, matter of fact, read verse 22. It says, "Speak thus saith Yahweh, even the carcasses of men shall fall as dung upon the open field, and as the handful after the harvestmen, and none shall gather them." All right. Because I was going to say, man, the Lord's going to be doing so much killing out here in these streets. All right. You know, especially these simp ass beta males. All right, the Lord's definitely gonna be killing them off, right? Because again, you know, what's considered a man in this society, man, that's not true manhood. All right, true manhood starts when you come into this truth, you know, and you conform your life in the ways of Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's when you come back to real manhood. All right, you know. And again, a lot of these women are going to find out, because, you know, a lot of these women, they like the bad boy type, you know, and again, you know, those are going to be the ones the Lord's going to be killing off. All right, these drug dealers and game makers and whatnot, the Lord's going to be offing them too, leaving a lot of these women without husbands. All right, you know, the scriptures talk about how talks about how men are going to be dying off in the war, leaving a lot of these women, turning these women into widows, right? You know, a lot of women are going to be left out there without any type of protection, you know. So this is why, again, you know, it just all makes the more sense that, you know, a lot of these women, they're going to be flocking to a man of the Lord, you know. You know, but nevertheless, man, this is what's in store, all right? You know, because I'll be saying, man, you know, these women, man, they can enjoy, and just people in general, man, go ahead and enjoy this whatever you call it, in this kingdom, and go ahead and enjoy it now, man, because very soon, man, Yahweh Shemel Shai is getting ready to shake this place up, man. You know, getting ready to destroy this place. You know, but that was it on that, man. You know, hopefully, man, I mean, because, you know, that video, man, it was pretty touching, man. It was pretty powerful, man. You know, so, you know, just thought I'd do a video on it. You know, hopefully it was edifying. Once again, I'm gonna give all credit to Yahweh Shemel Shai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All right, more than likely I'll be uploading this on my main channel, but yeah, I'll probably upload this on my main channel. But if you haven't already, or if you don't know already, you know, my backup channel has been suspended for a week. All right. But I do have a third backup channel, Yawakali Bot 3. The link will be in the description. That's probably where if you don't see me uploading videos on this channel, my main channel, I'll definitely be uploading videos on my third backup channel. And again, the link will be in the description. So if you don't mind, please subscribing. But with that, Shalom.